the Dodgers had every reason to feel confident. They had already won 3 straight games. They were dominating the National League West. And with one more victory over the San Diego Padres, they had a chance to complete a 4-game sweep of one of their biggest rivals. But what happened next left fans talking for an entirely different reason. It wasn't just about the final score. It wasn't even about Shohei Ohtani's long-awaited return. It was what happened after the final out that shocked everyone and sparked one of the biggest controversies surrounding the Dodgers all season. Let's break it all down. On July 5th, the Dodgers entered the final game of their series against the Padres looking to finish the job. Instead, they fell 5-2 at Dodger Stadium, ending their 3-game winning streak. Even with the loss, there was no reason to panic. The Dodgers still held a commanding 14-game lead in the National League West, keeping complete control of the division race. One defeat wasn't going to erase months of dominance. But the game exposed something that championship teams can't afford to ignore. For one afternoon, one of baseball's deepest lineups simply couldn't find its rhythm. Opportunities came and went. Big hitters couldn't deliver. And every missed chance allowed San Diego to gain more confidence. Still, before the first pitch was even thrown, all eyes were on one man: Shohei Ohtani. After missing a game because of discomfort in his right biceps, Ohtani officially returned to the lineup. To avoid putting extra stress on his arm, the Dodgers kept him in the designated hitter role rather than asking him to play the field or pitch. Fans hoped for fireworks. Instead, they watched a superstar slowly work his way back into form. His first trip to the plate wasn't encouraging. The Padres attacked him aggressively, forcing him into a difficult count before finishing him off with a strikeout. It wasn't the return anyone expected. His second at-bat didn't go much better. Trying to be more aggressive early in the count, Ohtani made contact, but the ball carried harmlessly to right field for a routine flyout. Through 2 plate appearances, it was obvious he was still shaking off the effects of his brief absence. But elite players don't panic. They adjust. That's exactly what Ohtani did. In the 6th inning, he completely changed his approach. Instead of chasing pitches, he stayed patient. He let borderline pitches go by. He trusted his strike zone judgment. That discipline earned him a walk, giving the Dodgers another opportunity to create momentum. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't capitalize. Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts were both retired on fly balls, and another scoring chance disappeared. Then came the 7th inning. The Dodgers trailed 5-1. 2 runners were on base. 2 outs. The stadium desperately needed something to believe in. Once again, the moment belonged to Shohei Ohtani. Facing Padres reliever Adrian Morrigan, Ohtani quickly found himself dealing with elite velocity. A blazing 100.4-mile-per-hour sinker exploded toward the plate. Most hitters would have been overmatched. Ohtani wasn't. With lightning-fast hands and incredible bat control, he drove the ball right back through the middle for an RBI single. The Dodgers cut the deficit. The crowd erupted. For a brief moment, hope returned to Dodger Stadium. The timing made the hit even more special. It happened on Ohtani's birthday. His first hit at his new age wasn't a towering home run or a dramatic extra base hit. But it was something equally meaningful. It proved his body was responding well after the injury scare. It reminded everyone why he's one of baseball's most dangerous hitters, even when he isn't at 100%. Unfortunately for Los Angeles, that would be the final highlight. The Padres' bullpen completely shut the door. The Dodgers couldn't generate another rally. Weak contact replaced hard-hit balls. Patience disappeared. The comeback never materialized. When the final out was recorded, the Padres walked away with a 5-2 victory. Normally, that's where the story would end. Instead, everything changed. As players began leaving the field, emotions suddenly boiled over. According to reports from the stadium, several Padres players approached the Dodgers with what witnesses described as an openly confrontational attitude. The atmosphere changed instantly. Celebration turned into tension. Voices became louder. Players from both dugouts began watching closely. Then the confrontation escalated. Reports claimed Manny Machado exchanged heated words with Shohei Ohtani and several Dodgers players. Moments later, the situation reportedly became physical. Witnesses claimed Ohtani was shoved during the confrontation, causing him to lose his balance and fall. For several seconds, the stadium froze. Nobody expected to see one of baseball's biggest stars lying on the ground after the game had already ended. Almost immediately, Dodgers players rushed toward Ohtani. Freddie Freeman was among the first to react. Andy Pages quickly joined him. Within moments, players from both teams surrounded the area. Shouting echoed across the field. Tempers exploded. Coaches sprinted in. Umpires tried separating players before the situation spiraled even further. Security personnel were also forced onto the field as the confrontation intensified. What had started as a baseball game had suddenly become something much bigger. Through all of it, Ohtani's reaction stood out. After teammates helped him back to his feet and medical staff briefly checked on him, he remained composed. Instead of retaliating, he stayed calm while emotions around him continued to rise. That response only fueled even more discussion among fans and media. With videos circulating and outrage growing, attention quickly shifted toward Major League Baseball. League officials reportedly launched a full review of the incident. Investigators examined multiple camera angles, broadcast footage, and witness accounts in an effort to understand exactly what happened and determine responsibility. The reported goal was simple: identify how the confrontation began, determine whether actions crossed the league's disciplinary standards, and decide whether punishment was necessary. According to the reported findings described in the original account, investigators concluded that the confrontation went beyond normal post-game emotions and involved behavior considered unacceptable under league standards. The incident quickly became one of the biggest talking points in baseball. Questions spread everywhere. Should players face harsher penalties for post-game confrontations? Should teams be held accountable when emotions boil over? Where should the league draw the line between competitive intensity and unsportsmanlike conduct? The reported outcome included significant disciplinary action aimed at sending a clear message that violent conduct and deliberate provocation would not be tolerated. Attention also turned toward the Padres organization, with discussion focusing on the responsibility teams have to control situations before they escalate. Whether you're a Dodgers fan or not, one thing became impossible to ignore. Moments like these can change the emotional direction of an entire season. For Los Angeles, however, one positive stood out. The reaction from Ohtani's teammates spoke volumes. Nobody hesitated. The moment they saw their teammate in trouble, they rushed to protect him. That display of unity revealed something bigger than baseball. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, Ohtani isn't simply viewed as the face of the franchise. He's family. After the game, manager Dave Roberts remained careful when discussing Ohtani's health. His focus wasn't on controversy. It was on recovery. The encouraging news was that the discomfort in Ohtani's right biceps had almost completely disappeared. Medical evaluations reportedly showed steady progress, giving the Dodgers optimism moving forward. Even so, the organization isn't willing to gamble with its biggest star. His return to pitching remains uncertain. The Dodgers continue monitoring every part of his recovery, especially after dealing with right biceps discomfort, left knee soreness, and even a blister on his pitching hand. Every workout matters. Every bullpen session is evaluated. Every increase in workload is carefully measured before another decision is made. That's because Ohtani isn't just another starting pitcher. He isn't just another designated hitter. He's both. And when healthy, he changes everything. The Dodgers know the goal isn't winning one game in July. The goal is winning the World Series. That requires patience. If his recovery continues moving in the right direction, fans can expect Ohtani to gradually take on a larger pitching workload later in the season. That's the outcome everyone inside the organization hopes for. Because a fully healthy Shohei Ohtani gives the Dodgers something very few teams possess. A player capable of changing an entire postseason with both his bat and his arm. Now the question belongs to you. Did the Dodgers simply have an off day? Or could this rivalry with the Padres become even more intense as the season continues? Share your thoughts in the comments below.